Beautiful day in Seattle, out on the field. You got me barefoot in my toed socks, doing squats, what I'm calling squat walks. Squatting is very, very, very important as a functional human being and as a basketball athlete, and it's the most important weight thing that I do and the thing that I recommend the most. Now, there's lots of ways to do them. You'll see people in the weight room doing barbell back squats. That's the most common way to do it. Well, I really see squatting as a ground interaction. I mean, and this goes beyond basketball, but just goes to being a human being. I mean, the expectation is that this is how we're pooping, this is how girls pee, this is how girls give birth, and this is how we lift things off the ground. Now, a lot of that we don't do necessarily anymore because of modern conveniences, but we still need that ability to lift things off the ground. And I just came back from a week of summer camp where I was helping move people from wheelchairs to vans and toilets constantly, and I found that having the ability to squat was tremendously important, and it changed the way that I saw squatting as really a way to move things from the ground and a way to get to the ground. So barbell squatting doesn't make the most sense to me, although I do it occasionally and I'll have a video on it, but the reason it doesn't make so much sense to me is it's getting you closer to the ground, but it's not interacting with the ground so much. So the way I'm doing squats here is I just have 30-pound dumbbells. They're not the heaviest, but this is quite a workout, as you'll see. Just setting them down, walking with them, and picking them up, etc. Or picking them up, setting them down. So like, why is this the way to go? It's just really functional ground exercise. It'll get me good at picking up basketballs. It'll get me good at lowering, and then it's helpful for jumping. It's helpful for shooting. It's just functional. Like, you really need your body to have this range of motion, or everything else goes wrong from there. This is the very most fundamental motion, and we need to train it because we don't get to do this so much in pooping anymore because we have toilets that we sit on. But your body just has the expectation. So having the strength to do this is very, very important. That's my take on squats, and that's why I do them the way that I'm doing here. It's just a functional way to move things. Something that I'll comment on is a lot of the time we actually get injured over time very, very slowly just by picking things up off the ground. My phone that I dropped, my toothbrush that I dropped, the basketball that I dropped. If we pick it up wrong 3 times a day, that really adds up over a career. So just training to be able to pick things up is very important, I think. And this is the way to do it. As you can see, it's very natural, very easy, very powerful at lifting and lowering. If you're going to be picking up things up off the ground, this is probably the way that you want to do it. There's a couple other ways like lunging and golfer's pickups, but I highly, highly recommend this. And just walking with weights is awesome because you take them off and bang, you got it. So that's the squat walk.